not send money overseas to people you don't know. It's a scam.
Right.
They're just going to take your money.
And incidentally, there are various twists on that. You won the lottery.
Yeah.
My uncle has just passed away and has $20 million hidden away in the bank. We got to get it out of the country. If you would just help us, we'll give you $10 million of it. And it goes on and on and on.
Don't send your money. You're going to be out of it. But call Office for the Aging, call Joe Gerasi at the Sheriff's Office. He's happy to help with these things. Also, if you get solicitation in the mail, save it, send it to us or to the Attorney General's office in Buffalo. We work very closely with them, and they are prosecuting these scam artists.
I have on my computer, I've already got in the email to the federal agency in charge of these scams. They ask you to send them the information.
Right.
So I just copy it into the letter and send it to them. And I've done that probably about, I'd say the last year alone, I probably sent about 50 of these scams that keep coming in. And people fall for them, Marianne.
They do. I
mean, how dumb can you get? Send me $20, send me $100, $200, we'll send you $1 million. I was kidding.
I think that when people are, in this economic times we're in, where people are so desperate, they want to believe.
They dream.
And I understand that,
It's like the lottery.
That dollar and a dream thing.
That's right, the lottery.
But,
the chances of winning
you're going to make yourself in a worse situation,
right.
and it's really hard to undo.
Right. And the chances of winning the lottery, Marianne, I've been told, are the same if you buy a ticket or not.
I don't buy, my husband buys. And I'm like, what? Give me the $10. Don't spend it on the lottery. I'll buy something.
Well, your husband, he's Italian-Polish, right?
He's the Greek.
Oh, he's the Greek.
I'm Italian and Polish.
You make great
We got
souvlaki.
the United Nations. Yeah.
He told me you make the terrific souvlaki.
He's the souvlaki maker. Actually, we had souvlaki last night. We had chicken souvlaki and lamb souvlaki.
Tell them what it is briefly. This is a wonderful recipe.
It's a marinated meat, and usually, traditionally, souvlaki is pork. And it's good to marinate it a couple days because the pork meat needs to absorb the marinade. But it's olive oil and lemon, and you sprinkle it liberally with oregano, salt, and garlic powder, or granulated garlic. And let it marinate for a couple days, and throw it on the grill. It's wonderful. And you could serve it with a salad and a pita bread with some feta.
That sounds outrageous. Actually, it sounds Italian. No wonder you like it. With oregano on it and the olive oil and everything.
The standard for all the Mediterranean countries are olive oil, garlic, and oregano.
You got to have it in everything, right? Okay. Just like lamb, lamb is the most consumed meat in the world. More people, there is no religion, no group that prohibits eating of lamb.
Yeah, lamb
Pork
is wonderful.
And beef, and everybody prohibits it.
I never thought I liked lamb until we went to Greece for the first time. And my father-in-law, of course, raised sheep, and he had these two beautiful little lambs that ended up on our dinner table one night, but they were wonderful. They slow roasted them all day, and then had the whole family. I felt like it was a chapter in the Bible, where you come home and the father kills the fatted kid. Right.
Prodigal son,
he did,
right?
he did, and invited the whole family, and it was absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, well, one of the treats of going through Paris is there's a section on the left bank right down near Notre Dame. And you wander through these little alleys, and they have Greek and Arab restaurants in there, and they have the gyro, which is they take lamb, and they take pieces of lamb, and they put it together in a big cone, and then they roast it, and they cut it off, shave it off, and give it to you on a big piece of bread with a lot of French fries. Oh my God, life is sweet when you're Greek and Arab. Okay, I just wanted to say one thing. Are you going to have that wonderful party over in the park, or is the park going to be closed?
No, we're planning on
the parks.
We're planning on the senior picnic. It's July 30th at Midway Park. So we have it reserved already. So we haven't been told we can't reserve it. So. We're planning on it. We're planning on the All-American Barbecue. That was such a big hit last year, so come join us. I believe it's going to be a $4 donation this year. So that's not bad for chicken barbecue. And
all
of
you can
course,
eat.
we're going to have a
Wonderful.
lot of giveaways.
Yeah.
And actually, we're having a fundraiser at Office for the Aging on May 11th. Some of the proceeds from our fundraiser will go for the picnic. Some will go to our Mac McCoy Fund.
Mac
And-
McCoy?
Yeah, didn't you know we have a Mac McCoy Fund?
Mac McCoy.
He was the former Office for the Aging director who passed away.
The same thing
and-
will happen to you someday. But see, what happened to Mac McCoy, he was the best office agent guy that anybody ever
Thanks.
heard of. And besides you, of course. All present company accepted.
Oh, okay.
And suddenly he's axed. And it wasn't incompetence because the government changed. And in came your predecessor, Katie Smith. Did a fabulous job. One day, out the window she went because the government changed. And if the government changes again, if the Democrats get in again, you know where you're going to be. You're going to be home making Slovaki.
I'm not going to worry about it, Reed. I'm just going to do the best job I can as
Well,
long as I'm here.
right.
And I have a terrific crew who
Unfortunately-
will keep Office for the Aging going.
Unfortunately, in today's headlines,
We're going to focus
we're going to
on
cut
the picnic.
eliminate all senior services, including the director, it says right there. See?
May 11th at the Hall Clothier Building, we're having a luncheon and a perennial sale. Come join us. It's right at noon, right
Luncheon
in the
for whom?
lobby.
For whom?
We actually mostly serve it to our fellow employees on the Mayville campus, but people from the outside can come too.
What if you had 500 seniors who probably
That'd be great.
What are you having for dinner?
We're having Sloppy Joes.
Sloppy Joe. I can't beat it. Are they? Oh! I'll
Sloppy
be there.
Joes,
What
and
time?
I don't know what,
What
right
time?
at noon.
Oh, you will tell us the time even.
Right at noon. Tom, we're also going to be selling perennials, if you like perennial plants, to put around your yard, and the money from the plant sale is going to go into the Mac McCoy Fund, which will just keep giving back to seniors.
You know, one of the funny things about perennials, I raise a huge garden on our cemetery plot, about 100 geraniums. And every year they have a perennial sale at the little greenhouse between Westfield and Brockton, or Fredonia. There's a greenhouse on the left. And they sell perennials for half price. And I went in and said, well, do you have geraniums? They said, yeah, they're perennials. I said, no, geraniums are not perennials.
Geraniums are not perennials,
They live
no.
forever as long as you bring them in the winter,
Right,
you know?
right.
And, well, they're considered perennials.
I don't think so.
So I got a, you know, they give you a case of them.
There is a type of geranium that's like
I'm
a
sure if you
wood
hunt it all over the world.
woodland geranium, but not the regular hybrids that we have.
Yeah, well, the
But
ones we have-
we have irises and coreopsis and a lot of different things. Bee balm.
You know, that
Uh-oh.
the train's leaving the station.
Okay,
And this
time
is
to
the-
go.
This is the problem. And we're out of here. They're just rushing us out of here. I want to give
Thanks
you
for having
a
me.
couple minutes. No, not a couple minutes. My foot. I'll give you 30 seconds, uninterrupted. Finish up.
Well, just, if you like Office for the Aging services, if you've been a recipient of them, please call your elected officials. Let them know how much it means to you. Send me a letter and I'll make sure it gets to them. We're here for you. We're going to keep working for you, and we're going to keep looking for efficiencies so that Office for the Aging can continue.
Yes, they're not going to eliminate all the office aging. Probably. I bet they will cut some services, but probably not everything. You will not, hopefully, live in a tent down by the riverside.
I don't foresee it, no.
Cat food, the answer for seniors. All right. Marianne, thank you for coming, giving
You're
up a
welcome.
Saturday morning, and I know you're anxious to get out of here. I want to thank all of I'm sorry we didn't have time for a couple of calls, but we were having too much fun. I don't let people interrupt me when I'm having fun talking. My program. All right, I want to thank everybody who called in. I want to thank all the people who watched. I want to thank anybody over 50. 50 senior citizens, according to AARP, last third. All right. I want to thank especially Chuck Kelsey. I want to thank Devin Taylor, Chris Burt. I want to thank Chris Ramaker, Mort Flexer, Randy Burt. I want to thank Jeff Zook and Don Zenz. Everybody have a wonderful, wonderful holiday. And don't forget to stop by the Office of the Aging in a tent down by the riverside. Not really.